Hello, and welcome to Learn English with Mary and Sam. I'm Mary.
And I'm Sam. Today's episode is all about prepositions of time and place, those little words like in, on, and at that can cause big headaches for English learners.
That's right. If you've ever said in Monday or at the table and felt unsure, you're not alone. Even advanced learners sometimes mix up these prepositions, especially because the rules aren't always logical and can be different from your native language.
In this episode, we'll break down the most common mistakes, explain the rules, and give you lots of real-life examples so you can use these prepositions with confidence.
Prepositions like in, on, and at are used to show relationships between time, place, and things, but their meanings often overlap, and they're not always used the same way in different languages.
For example, in English, we say in July, on Monday, and at 5 p.m., but in some languages, the same preposition might be used for all three. That's why it's so important to learn the patterns and practice them in context.
Let's start with time. Here are the main rules. In is for general, longer periods, months, years, centuries, and parts of the day. In July in 2025, in the morning. In the 21st century, on is for specific days and dates. On Monday, on June 5th, on Christmas Day. At is for exact times and some fixed expressions. At 8 o'clock, at midnight, at noon, at night, but in the morning, afternoon, evening.
Here are some common mistakes. Incorrect. I was born on 1995. Correct. I was born in 1995. Incorrect. Let's meet in Monday. Correct. Let's meet on Monday. Incorrect. I will see you at 5 p.m. Correct. I will see you at 5 p.m.
Now let's look at place. In is for enclosed spaces or large areas. In the city, in the car, in the garden, in the box. On is for surfaces. On the table, on the wall, on the floor, on the bus. At is for specific points or locations. At the bus stop, at the door, at the restaurant, at 123 Main Street.
Here are some mistakes to watch for. Incorrect. He lives in 123 Main Street. Correct. He lives at 123 Main Street. Incorrect. The answer is at page 12. Correct. The answer is on page 12. Incorrect. He's on a hurry. Correct. He's in a hurry.
Besides in, on, and at, there are other important prepositions of time. During, for a period or event, during the summer, during the meeting, before, after, for order of events, before dinner, after the movie. Since, for the starting point of a time period that continues to now. Since yesterday, since 2010. Until, for the end point of a period. Until tomorrow, until the end of the week.
Common mistakes. Incorrect. I've lived here since 10 years. Correct. I've lived here for 10 years. Incorrect. I've been working for this company since 3 years. Correct. I've been working for this company for 3 years.
There are also many other prepositions of place. Under, beneath something under the table. Above, higher than something above the clouds. Below, lower than something below sea level. Inside, within the boundaries, inside the house. Outside, beyond the boundaries, outside the building. Between, for two objects or people between the two chairs. Among, for more than two among friends.
Mistakes to avoid. Incorrect. He divided the cake between his friends, if more than two. Correct. He divided the cake among his friends. Incorrect. She was waiting in the room for movement. Correct. She walked into the room.
Some expressions don't follow the usual rules. At night, but in the morning, afternoon, evening, on the weekend. In school,
Don't use a preposition before last, next, this, or every. Incorrect. We met on last Friday. Correct. We met last Friday.
Some verbs and adjectives need specific prepositions. Arrive at a place, building, arrive in a city, country. Arrive at the airport, arrive in Paris. Married to not with, he's married to a journalist. Depends on not of, it depends on the weather.
Don't add unnecessary prepositions. Incorrect. I entered in the room. Correct. I entered the room. Incorrect. I go school. Correct. I go to school.
In phrasal verbs, the preposition must stay with the verb. Put it back, not put back it. Look after your keys.
One of the biggest sources of mistakes is translating prepositions word for word from your native language. English prepositions often don't match those in other languages, so always check usage in context and learn common phrases together. 5.
Let's try some short conversations to see these prepositions in action. Time. What are you doing on Saturday?
I'm meeting my friends at 7 p.m. in the city center.
Place.
Where's the meeting?
It's at the library on the second floor in room 205. Special expressions. Did you see John at the party last night?
No, but I saw him in the morning at the cafe. Let's quickly recap the most common mistakes. Using in instead of on for days and dates in Monday. Using on instead of in for months and years on 1995 in 1995. Using at instead of on for surfaces at the table on the table. Mixing up at and in for locations at the city in the city. Adding unnecessary prepositions discuss. Using the wrong preposition with verbs, adjectives married with married to.
Here are some tips to help you avoid these errors. Learn prepositions as part of phrases, not just single words. Double-check which prepositions go with verbs and adjectives. Remember, in for general times, places, on for specific days, surfaces, at for precise times, locations. Don't add prepositions where they aren't needed. Practice with real-life examples and correct yourself when you notice a mistake.
Try answering these. Which is correct? I'll see you in Monday, or I'll see you on Monday. Which is correct? He lives in 123 Main Street, or he lives at 123 Main Street. Which is correct? I've lived here since 2015, or I've lived here for 2015. Which is correct? She's married with John, or she's married to John. Which is correct? I spend money on books, or I spend money in books.
Practice these with a friend, or write your own sentences using prepositions of time and place.
Let's recap. Use in for general times and large places, on for days, dates, and surfaces, and at for exact times and points. Watch out for common mistakes, especially with months, days, addresses, and fixed expressions. Learn prepositions in context and as part of phrases. Don't translate directly from your native language. Check English usage. Practice regularly to build confidence and fluency.
Thank you for joining us on Learn English with Mary and Sam. We hope you feel more confident using prepositions of time and place.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. Your support helps us reach more learners around the world.
Share your tricky preposition questions or examples in the comments. What's the most confusing preposition for you?
Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll explore more practical English for real-life situations.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and don't let prepositions confuse you.